spirituality in management. That is how spirituality is now getting integrated into the management. So what we are going to do, we are going to see one video of the conference on spirituality in management.
I am very happy to inaugurate this Congress that focuses on the importance of spirituality in management.
This conference is a culmination of about a couple of years of reflection to suggest that, number one, there is an eagerness for people today, managers and non-managers, to embark on some sort of spirituality, and there is also hypothesis that says that true innovation and true creativity can be manifested only for people that somehow are more spiritual.
The network of neurons in your brain that allows you to think about innovation and creativity, to think about other people, is the same network that allows you to think about what's fair and just in life. That's a very profound physiological link between spirituality, creativity, and effective management.
We want to be adaptive, we want our employees to be adaptive, and we must ask the question, are employees free enough to be able to be creative and to adapt and to change and adapt new ideas?
To be effective as a manager or leader, you have to help people feel there's a purpose. You have to help work the emotions and the relationships in an organization so that they're positive.
African spirituality says is that every single thing you do talks about who you are in the world. And so how you act in business speaks to your whole person.
The research is very clear. When people get too focused on money, they get confused. They confuse what we call the measure of how well you're doing with the purpose of why you're doing it.
Worldwide, and I have seen it in few of the organizations where I used to work, that spirituality is directly linked to the sustainability. What is sustainability? The sustainability is about the earth, is about the planet. It is about something more than you, right? So without the spiritual mindset, being sustainable is very difficult, because I understand that one of the learner here is having some mission related to the plastic and all that, right? So these are the thoughts which come in our mind when we tend to be spirituality oriented. We tend to think something more. We tend to become one with the world, right? We don't think that, okay, my life is separate, world is separate, I will enjoy my life, why I have to bother about the world? We don't think that. So you may not know that this is a spiritual thinking. You may think that, okay, you are activist, or you have some kind of scientific inclination, but actually you are being spiritual. Actually, you are thinking more than you. Actually, you are thinking about the betterment of the world. Actually, you are thinking divine, right? So this is how spirituality and sustainability is linked. And today, entire world is going for sustainability. Otherwise, the planet will collapse in 100 years, 500 years. I don't know. But this is how the one of the most biggest or grandest danger world is facing today is related to the sustainability, right? And that is why the spirituality is now picking up worldwide. So the workplace spirituality, I will just brief. I will not take much time because there is a good amount of reading material already there in Coach Study Guide. So the first is the management or the organization with the spiritual mindset will always emphasize sustainability. It comes naturally. When we are one with the world, right? We will always think about the world. So it's a spirituality is a process, sustainability is the result. Global citizenship comes naturally to a spiritual mindset, right? Like Triyansha was saying, we are one with the world, right? So there is no difference. So global citizenship, which is very high fundu, seem to be a management concept, but for a spiritual mindset, it comes very naturally. Nothing hi-fi into it, nothing complicated into it. This mindset promotes innovation. How it promotes innovation? For a sustainability and thinking about the globe, unless you are innovative, right, you cannot launch solutions of the products which are applicable worldwide, right? So the innovation also comes naturally to a spiritual mindset. Since we are all part of divinity, diversity and inclusion absolutely comes naturally. We don't have to read books, right? We don't have to get trainings on diversity, inclusion, posh, this, that. Nothing is necessary. Diversity and inclusion is common sense for a spiritual workplace, for a spiritual management. Of course, it promotes vocation, that is your passion, your purpose, right? Because ultimately, the final truth is same. Final truth is one. So the final purpose, one purpose is also same. So we become sensitive towards that one purpose. So that thinking about values, ethics, principles comes naturally. So this is the beauty. See the why this particular Rishis without a university could write Vedas. Of course, they spoken it. They means the writing has happened afterwards. But from where this particular knowledge came? The knowledge come naturally to a spiritual mindset. Sense of purpose comes naturally when you become one with the divine. And this is what we are talking about, the positive spiritual intelligence. This is a future's biggest thing. I'm telling you right now, it will take another 10 years. It is not going to happen in 1 or 2 years. But in a decade's time, you will see that is what will be the direction of the world. The direction of the world will be towards the positive, spiritual, intelligent leadership.